active. So rough, kids. We're gonna give this a shot. Oh, I gotta put my work in progress up. Woo, work in progress. There we go. So yeah, we'll give Tallinn a try. I like Hippers in general. Oh, the other nice thing, they've changed the torpedo launcher. Hipper does have a pair of triples on each side with those 6-kilometer German torpedoes. It looks like on Tallinn they've gone a single quintuple on each side with the 4-kilometer torpedoes, right? Very similar to what I believe you find on Kutuzov. Okay, so we got a carrier game. This is technically a Tier 6 game, but technically Tier 8 game, but there's these poor Tier 6s. Rough, kids. Okay, well, Wheel Tester A, Kaga's got lots of planes to throw at us, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so like I said, they're changing the way the testing works for going forward, and I think it makes sense.
Let's go.
I understand where they're going. There we go. As a working professional, an engineer by trade, I get it, right? I mean, we produce documents, drawings. There's things you deliver to your client at the end of a contract or during a contract. Like, you don't necessarily want them to see all the revisions that you went through to get to the final product, because sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's bad, sometimes that first revision is pure garbage. And you look at that and go, God, I'd be embarrassed if my client saw this. It's a good thing this is an internal revision only, right? But since they went to this system where they're throwing these things out, these test ships out literally as soon as they go to the live server, they don't get to do that anymore, right? They're literally doing live testing in front of a live studio audience from the day the ship comes to live. So I understand. No, Skywing, I don't think that's it at all. I think it completely rewrites what you're able to even try, right? I mean, how many of you guys have been playing since the British cruisers were around, right? The British light cruisers were introduced. What is that? Almost 3 years ago, right? How long has that been a thing? The British cruisers went through a very, very painful test cycle. A very painful test cycle, right? The various iterations those ships went through. I mean, they had HE for a while, and then they didn't have HE, and then my lock-on trolled me. They had HE, they didn't have HE. They went to all AP, and then they tried to figure all of this out. So, like, there was a lot of painful testing that went through on the UK cruisers. So I get why they don't necessarily want to show everybody, every little drip and drab of that testing process, because it's not necessarily conducive to good testing. Come on, Kaga. Bring me your stinking rockets. I'm going to shred them for you. Bring them in. Bring them in here, buddy. All right, we're going to speed up and head over a little farther. That's exactly right, SAT. And so I won't say one way or the other that this is good or bad. My point is simply, this is what they're trying to do, and I understand it. Because test ships change, right? Ships change during testing. Go back and look at a ship like Siegfried. Let's use Siegfried as an example. The initial test iteration of Siegfried was not good. I'll be the first to tell you that Siegfried was not a good ship in test. I played it on stream and just like, bleh. But to me, that's a perfect example of a ship that should never have been tested in front of a live audience. Because what they should have done was attempt to... Why is this Olan committing suicide? What they should have done was test that thing, behind closed doors, go through a couple of iterations, and then come in with a version that they felt comfortable releasing to everybody, right? Like, that's what they ought to have done. But that, of course, is not what they did.
Get back.
Okay. There we go. Oh, that's a Balti. I probably don't have enough of an angle on the Balti now. You doing, Balti? You're trying to bow tank. Good luck trying to bow tank a. Good luck bow tanking a battleship, my friend. What's up, Zath? How you doing, buddy? Well, and I'm not going to lie. See, the thing is this. The thing about the initial specs, Roke, is this. Once the ship comes to the live server, you can't hide the specs anymore, right? We put the wiki page up, and the wiki page carries all the specs, the hard specs of the ship. You can't hide that any longer. Really liking Tallinn so far. She feels good. These guns, the reload is slow, as you would expect, but the guns feel pretty punchy. Shell velocity is brutal. Okay, we need to get out of here. And her AA, like, she has more AA range than German cruisers do. Why? Because Russia. Oh, Mr. Moto's here. All right. Did they? Did they SAT? See, here's the thing. I barely read that first devlog post because I knew that things were going to change based on internal testing. They always do. Ooh, hello, Balti. Tail it for me, would you? Let's put her AP to the test. No, don't turn out, you jerk. You make me so angry. Why you do this? Well, let's switch to the HE over here.
Our team is taking the lead. Get back.
Wanted to fire there. So anyways, I like the direction they're going in here because I think what that means is once we start to play the ship, it's the overall design is going to be largely settled and a lot more stable, right? So what you're seeing is going to be more logical. Logical? More polished. Polished is the word I'm trying to come up with. Oh, hi, Balti. How you doing? Hang on. I got a Scharnhorst to beat up on. Go away, would you? Refined. SAT uses the word refined. That's a good word. I like this word. It's a good hit on the Sharny. Did he take any of those torpedoes? He didn't, did he? That's okay. Did I do that? Oh no, this is a heavy cruiser. She's a heavy cruiser. That much I know. Alright. The Richie now. I don't think I mind pushing the Richie, but I need to knock off one of these Baltimores, or at least keep him to where he's not a problem. I'm happy to go get in a Richie's face. With my bow, I can pretty much ignore him. Trick to doing that, though, is that I need the Baltimore to be out of the way. I don't think I'm going to have good shots on the Balti. I think there's a big rocket now out of my way. Yeah. With my shell velocity, I just don't have a good shot there. But that's fine. Actually, I might have a good one now. We'll try it. Now, these are 4-kilometer torpedoes, not 6. So I'm going to have to really get in this guy's face. But let's go test this thing's armor and her torpedoes. See how she does. Oh, good, he's turning in. Bring it, my dude. We'll go test these Russian torpedoes, shall we? He's actually... Oof, you ate them all. Guess what?
Damn.
Bye.
No gas and no checks.
Come on. Double strike, double strike, double strike, double strike, double strike. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! I don't know that I got it, but it works. Well, she turns like she's a pig. She's a hipper. I mean, hippers turn like a pig. Alright, so that was worthwhile. And of course, the Jean Bart is spamming HE at me. Now, he's spamming HE at me because he knows that's pretty much all he's got. What is our kid doing? What even happened in this game? Yeah, agreed, Striker. I don't know what he was thinking, but whatever. Not my problem. Keep turning. Oh, and we zeroed him out or something. All right, well, there you go. Quick look at Tallinn, and I do mean a very quick look. So yeah, she seems okay. That's not a bad little boat. I like that one. She's a hipper. It's hard not, for me, it's hard not to like a hipper. Balti Sharn and... Oh, that's right, I got the Sharn kill. I'd forgotten about that.